welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you saw from the thumbnail, I'm going to do a story time. Yeah, I know y'all guys wondering where I've been, what's going on, you got new piercings, what's going on? Like, you've been missing for how many months? A lot of months. But anyway, yeah, I've been missing for good reason. Actually, I don't even have a reason. I've been busy doing nothing, basically. I was just like basically creator's block, like literally on 100. So I didn't know what to do. Like, I literally didn't know what to do. So, yeah.
I took I took some time off to rest, and now it's game time, bitches. You have no idea.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to redecorate the space, make it more like, bitch, it's levels of space, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And my hair looks a mess. I tried to dye it a certain color and it came out this. If I'm being honest, it's giving siezure. Mixed with, I don't know what's going on, but my hair's giving.
Child. Anyway, so.
But let me wear a hat because I know your shady asses is gonna. I know y'all shady asses. Anyway. Back to the video. So this is gonna be a story time. This is gonna be a story time on one of my experiences, with edibles. It happened in high school last year, actually, my matric year. So let's get into it. So this is how it went. So how did it go? How did it actually start? Okay, it was a normal day of school, I came to school in that whack-ass school uniform that we had. And it was basically gonna be a boring ass day. Because a lot of my friends decided not to pitch that day. They made me look like a fool and they were like, I'm not gonna pitch today.
Are you crazy? That shit is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. That shit got me so high.
So yeah, I looked like a fool. These bitches didn't pitch up. So yeah, and I had money, which is shocking because I barely have money. Like, I barely have money, bro. I was broke 24/7 back then, even though I'm still broke now, but like, it's a little bit better. But anyway, so I had money, and then was it second? It was going on to second lesson. We were moving classes, going to second lesson, and then I'm hearing, one of my friends is selling space brownies. Let's name her what am I gonna name? Tanya, even though that's her real name. Well, that's her middle name. Only, yeah, y'all ain't gonna know her unless you know the story. So her name is Tanya, just for and like, oh my gosh, the fact that she says she has a name with Nicki Minaj, it's just gag. Anyway, so I heard that she was selling, so I was like, you know what, you only live once. I have the money, why not? So I went to a class to go buy, and then she's like, nah, I couldn't buy because, like, they were going into class, and then the teacher was strict, a very strict Afrikaans teacher. So anyway, so they went into class. I went to class, which was maths. I was alone because Loretta decided not to come to school that day. For what reason, I do not know. So yeah, so maths ends. And it's time for the third class, which was LO, but like she was up. No. Wait a minute. Oh, it was time for the third class. Third class was Afrikaans or something, but she wasn't there. That teacher wasn't there. So we had a substitute. But I went to go buy brownies like during that break between like, you know, switching classes. I bought basically 2.5. It was no 1.5. So it was one proper one and then just a half. And then a friend of mine, like while I was going to you know, the other class, asked for a piece, so I gave her that half that, you know, that was already, you know, half. And then I gave her like a little piece of that because she, you know, wanted a piece. So then I get to class, I eat those brownies. That like a little piece from the one that I shared with my friend, and that full one. So I get to class, nothing's happening, you know, we're just doing our thing in class, like, you know. Okay, I wasn't doing my thing. It was a substitute, and I was basically on my phone because I wasn't close with anyone, and like me and everybody in the class, like I wasn't like that with them. Not because like, you know, I didn't like them or anything. It's just like we didn't mesh, you know. I only like mostly spoke to Lerato, like she was my only friend. So yeah, they were doing their own thing when I was just chilling. And then all of a sudden, boom. I want my baby to have your eyes. Child, that thing kicked in. When I say it kicked in, that thing kicked in. I was like, shit. Like, bro, I felt like I was on like cloud 100. That's how high I was. Like, it hit me, and it hit me out of nowhere, bro. Like, out of nowhere. So then, what you call it? I'm texting my friends. I'm like, hey guys, I'm high. And then like, level, you lying. And I'm like, nah, bruh, I'm actually high. And then the bell goes. Now it's time to go to LO. So on my way to LO, I see one of my friends, Tony, and I'm like, dude, I'm high. And then I couldn't stop laughing because, like, you know, I was like, dog, I'm high. And then I started laughing, and then she's like, no, you're lying. And I was like, dude, I'm serious. And then she's like, well, no, you're not serious. Then I go to my class, and then I'm sitting at the back because, again, I'm not really close with people in there. So like, yeah, then I'm in class, I'm, you know, minding my own business, doing my thing, listening to music, and yeah, I was high. So like the teacher was speaking with like the two girls that were in front of her and all that stuff. Yeah, they were asking each other questions. I answered some of the questions, but I think they didn't hear me. But yeah, anyway, yeah, but they didn't hear me. So I'm minding my business. Went back to sorry, the video got cut. Ran out of space. So where was I? Oh, I was in class. So I was in class, and then I answered, yeah. Okay, time passes by. I'm listening to music, and I start doing TikTok dances too.
Shit. Here we go again. Go babies, go
To the music. So there I am freestyling, doing my thing. And then I was like, oh shit. It was the same day that WAP came out. So I was like, oh shit, let me go listen to WAP, because since I downloaded it, Audio Mac was the one. So I was listening to WAP. I was like, yeah. This song's going in, you know? That song was really going in. So then I listened to NLE Chopper's album. No, was it an album or a song? Oh, it was one of his songs. Shutter Flow. It was one of the Shutter Flows, like Shutter Flow 5 or one of those. So then I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Because while I was listening to his music, like, I started losing control of my body, you know? I was like literally trying to stop myself from dancing, but I just carried on. This is when the seizure started happening. But I wasn't aware of that. I thought I was just, you know, losing my mind or some shit. So then that song passes by, and then I'm still, seizing in the chair. Like literally, I'm shaking in the chair. And then 3 songs later, that's when people start noticing, oh, Lebo is dancing. So it's like, hey, Lebo, come to the front, come dance in the front. Child, that time I'm not even dancing. Like literally, I'm not even dancing. And the thing is, like, I can hear them, but it's a matter of I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't look up. I couldn't stop myself. So basically, I'm chilling there with earphones in my ear, and I'm busy, shaking, doing the things, doing the Harlem Shake, and then they come up to me, and then they're like, they take off my earphone, and they're like, Lebo, go dance in the front, and they're like, and then I still continue, and then they're like, Lebo, and then they shout it. I'm like, can't you see that there's something wrong? But then they notice, and then they're like, something's wrong with Lebo, you know what I'm saying? And then they're like, Lebo, are you okay? What's going on? And then child, like I was literally high-key having out-of-body, experiences, like literally, like I was sitting like this. So basically, what was going through my mind was, basically I'm sitting in the chair, but I was basically rotating. So each time I came, my ass got cut off again. So like I was explaining, so basically I was spinning in my head. I was spinning. So basically it felt like I was spinning. So basically this is me, ne? This is me, like literally, this is just me sitting. So this would be basically, it felt like my soul left my body, and then while everything was rotating, and then came back into my body, and then went out, came back, came out, and like literally everything, like, and then at a certain point I felt like everything just went black, it went black, and I was like, shit, I'm dead. So everything that they told me about life is such a lie. Like literally, I thought I was dead, and I thought we were like, I was in a simulation, and it was game over, you know what I'm saying? So it was just black. So I was like, shit, this is what happens when you die. Wow.
Child. Anyway, so.
And then everything came back, and then I noticed, oh shit, I'm in the classroom. People are asking me, am I okay? What's going on? Like literally. And the teacher noticed, okay, something's wrong. Like, they're like, did you eat? They started asking me things like, did you eat something? What? My dumbass did what? I said yes. So anyway, then they were like, okay, let's put him on the ground because this looks serious. So they put me on the ground, and then like I start having, I start seizing, like, I start, doing that type of shit. So, no, you stole my mask, and then now you want to ask for my sweets. You crazy, you. You crazy, you. Anyway, so then then they put me on the floor and then started asking me questions. Who sold you the things? Wah. And then I tried to speak and say the person's name. Okay, one thing about me, I do something and then think about the consequences later. So yes, I did snitch. I take full responsibility of the fact that I snitched. A lot of people came at me, and I know what I did was wrong. But it wasn't on purpose though. But I will admit what I did was wrong. Yes, I was like, yeah, I underdid it. But like, I basically wrote it on a piece of paper because I couldn't say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then, shish. Child, then, did I just expose? Maybe you guys didn't hear. But anyway, so then they went to fetch, what's her name? Tanya. They went to go fetch Tanya, and yeah, then they asked her what's going on. Are you selling anything? And then she saw me on the floor, And then she started to cry. And then that's when I felt guilty. I was like, shit, I should have kept my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So yeah, then the great tutors took her to the great tutor's office, if I'm not mistaken. And then they called ECT during break that this was happening. And then you know how those ECT people are, they think that they know everything. So they were like, hey, let's call the ambulance. And they called the ambulance. But while they were doing that, they called my parents. They called my parents. So yeah, my uncles ended up coming because my father wasn't home. So what happened was, damn, child, I was dying of laughter. Because when like African, relatives, when they don't know English, they sound stupid as hell, ne? Yeah. So they started like explaining what's going on, what. They're like, no, what you call a family member also has these weird seizures and all that stuff. I was like, what? Really? This actually happens? But anyway, yeah, and then they were looking at me wondering, like, you should have seen their faces. Every time. Child, was I not dead? Because, like, the teacher was being serious and all that stuff. And he was also being serious. Like, deadass, they were being serious. But I couldn't take them seriously. Because here he is busting and busy talking a whole lot of nonsense that doesn't make sense.
A whole lot of nonsense.
Shut up, bruh. I'm making a video. I would appreciate it if you shut the hell up and not make noise. And he was talking a whole lot of nonsense then. And I was like, I was there cackling. Like, dog, I was dying of laughter. Like, literally, he sounded dumb. Dumb as hell. But I was like, hey, let's just laugh. Continue with the story. And then, what you call the EMT? Are they called the EMT? Well, anyway, those paramedics or EMT people, they came, man. And then, yeah, they started getting me ready to put me in the ambulance. They brought the stretcher in. One of them was cute. Like, I was checking that guy out. I was like, damn, this guy is cute. Like, he cute. Like, oh, he cute. Yeah, like, so, like, deadass. So, yeah. And then, from there, that's when they took me to the hospital. Bear in mind, the teachers already thought that there was something wrong with me at the start of the year. Because, I don't know, apparently I'm giving off a vibe that there was something wrong with me. So the great teachers thought that there was something wrong with me. Like, I don't know if it was mentally or physically, I don't know. And then on top of that, my eyebrows were bleached. So you could see that this guy's going through it. So yeah, and then yeah, I went to the hospital. They drew out my blood. I spoke, like, I was around, people that, like, get high on the regular. Addicts, that's what they call it. Yeah, so I was around addicts and, like, it was cool and all that stuff. I didn't really get into trouble. I actually didn't get into trouble. So the only trouble that I got into was getting 2 headmaster's detentions, which was a Friday detention for, like, how long was that? For 4 or 5 hours, yeah. Imagine. Doing hard labor. So, yeah. That's my story. And I'm